Good morning. I hope you're having a wonderful day or evening, wherever you're at, whatever time you're watching this. I'm in Harlem. I just came from the doctor's. You're like, you came from the doctor's looking that handsome and that cute? Yes. I am going to take you in there. Dude, is that not dope? It's the most beautiful, massive church you've ever seen in your life. It's the Church of St. John the Devine. And I'm going to take you inside. Now, if you live in New York, you probably see these all the time. Protect your heart. You can Google it. They're everywhere. This thing is incredible. It's beautiful. It's really sunny out, so I don't know how much I'm actually getting of this thing. But I want to take you inside and show you this beautiful cathedral. We're up here in Harlem on 112th Street. And got my stabilization on. So hopefully it's not too jumpy and crazy. But you guys want to go inside? First of all, I don't know if it's open. It's Friday. It's 12 noon. I hope it's open. Look at these big ass doors. I feel like I'm on Game of Thrones. Okay, so I'm inside, guys. This is, you are always welcome. I did give a $10 donation. And, my goodness. Now, if you watch my channel, you know that I'm a member, a churchgoer of St. Patrick's Cathedral, which is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful churches in the world. But I can tell you, this church is no slouch. It's much bigger than my church, which very surprised about that. Now, I'm going to try to show you some of the beautiful things they have in here. This is wood. How great is that? That's probably really old. It's you can kneel here, or you could sit there, I guess. This is from an old church. Very cool. Choir stalls. That's for a choir. So guys, I'm going to show you a couple of the things around here, and hopefully you'll enjoy these beautiful stained glass windows. Thou art my beloved Son, in thee I am well pleased. I love that. This is a very large container of holy water. I will get my little dunk on. I usually go right-handed. I'm not ambidextrous. Okay, these pillars are humongous. The roof is crazy. Now, they do have a church service starting here soon. I think at 12:15. That's the end of the church down there, brother. It's about 2 or 3 football fields. It is deep. And I am going to take you there. So they have lots of beautiful statues and stuff. This is for, it says Armed Forces. Don't know what that entails, but here's a little statue of some dude laying down. It looks like he's got a little dog at his feet. Some of the stuff they have in here are absolute relics and beautiful. Look at these columns. To the glory of God and in loving memory of Johnson Livingston de Chrysler, 1845 to 1903, and his wife. Oops. They have random artwork everywhere. This is a statue with airplanes flying into the hands. This might be from 9/11, I'm not sure. Over here we have thousands of signatures and I'm going to try to show you some of the artwork, but it's pretty overwhelming. There's a lot of it. Everywhere you go, there's some kind of statue or intricate ornamentation. This is a small chapel. Inside this massive chapel, again, there's statues just about every square inch in this place. And there's a pipe organ. And another sarcophagus, whatever. Henry Codman Potter, the assistant bishop of New York. It's got a bunch of Roman numerals. If you guys know what those Roman numerals are right there, you can put them in the comments. I don't know what that is. So, I like his shoes though. His shoe game was pretty tight. Got little buckles on them. This is very, very old. I know that much. God bless him. Even these chairs are old. So they have again, I'm a big art guy. I love art and all types. These stained glass windows have so many different intricate pieces. It's crazy. There's no way that my video is going to do any justice to any of the thousands and thousands of stained glass windows they have in here. This is some kind of an altar. There's the Last Supper. Very bright in here. To the glory of God and loving memory of Augustus Whitting. These dudes used to have really cool names back in the day, right? Augustus. Look at this little lamp. Silver. Very ornate. Everything is marble. And that's a beautiful painting. Everything is, there's a crucifix. Everything is grandiose. For God is the King of all the earth. Sing ye praises with thunders. Oh, understanding. I can't. That old English type, I don't know what they're saying. So there are lots of little rooms in this church. Look at these paintings. How beautiful is that? Statues everywhere. They really, really came to write. Even these posts have ornate statues all over the place. There are tens of thousands of statues in here. Every wall is adorned with them. Every single spot where they could have a stained glass window, they have one. Another beautiful altar. And this crucifix is, please don't place anything on this altar. Look at that beautiful statue. Love you, Jesus. And again, everywhere you look, I don't care if you're just looking at this little candle holder or the chair. Everywhere you look is something pretty spectacular. I am not doing a very good job filming, to be honest with you, because it's overwhelming. There's just too much stuff to look at. Wow, look at this one. Just like clean, very feng shui. Beautiful. Of course they have, and of course in memoriam, Leroy King, 1895, and his wife, Ethel. More beautiful. I would love to leave a legacy behind, something to be remembered by. This is very Keith Haring looking. I think it might be a Keith Haring. Keith Haring. I'm being a YouTuber. Guys, if you know if that's a Keith Haring, put the comments down below. And I was right. Do you see that right there? K. Haring. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. I think that's Keith Haring, 90. How beautiful is that? Looks like it's made of silver. It's definitely, I know his artwork anywhere. If you guys don't know who he is, he was an amazing artist in New York City. Passed away from the AIDS virus. God bless him. He made quite an impact when he left. His artwork is in museums all over the world. And I ran into a piece of his ear. That's crazy. So the church is 125 years old, and these are some of the treasures from the crypt. Very ancient, very valuable. Wow, this is definitely my favorite so far. It's a life-size crucifixion of Jesus. I think it's wood, I can't tell, but it's beautiful. It is. Looks like walnut. It's beautiful. They have his feet nailed to the cross. In his hands. Usually there's a spear mark right here, and I don't see it. This is probably, I think they stabbed him at the end. So this is pre-spear. But he suffered on the cross and died for my sins. And I never forget that. I'm very grateful. I'm a big fan of Jesus. Huge fan. So this is a choir boy stone. 1911. John Wilson Phillips, Daniel Warwick Calhoun, 1904. Harold Chester Holland, Harold Leroy. All these cool last names. The latest one was 1906. This is a beautiful depiction of Christ after he passed. You see them. The other two, I can't remember the names. If you can remember the names, please enlighten me. The other two that were crucified with Christ are still on the cross. Christ has been taken down. Mary looks distraught, being comforted, and Christ is being wrapped in a gown. And this is the pulpit that the bishop or the priest will give his sermon from. It's really weird seeing an open church without the pews here, but it's absolutely gorgeous. And now, even though this church is 125 years old, it has all these beautiful, how long did it take someone to carve this? Just absolutely stunning. Beautiful. Even though it's a really old church, and that's where I entered from, way down there, it is also modern, as it has lots of just weird artwork that you would not expect in a church. Now at St. Patrick's Cathedral, we have depictions of Christ and the popes and various religious saints. Here they got a damn fish. And there's a whole bunch of modern artwork. I don't understand it, but there's probably a plaque saying what it is and why it is. It's very different. Up here you have the pipe organs, and there are a lot of them. They are probably thunderous. As I told you earlier, the roof is high. St. Patrick's is high as well, but this is on some other level. It's really up there. It's a very, very large church. I apologize if I'm not doing a very good job at capturing these things. It's just there's so much to see. I mean, I walked over here and everything is these intricate carvings, you know, just beautiful. And these, you could sit here, pray here, and everywhere you look, there's statues. Who are these people? A lot of this was donated. Okay, so I like this a lot because I know that that's Martin Luther King and that's Gandhi. That is Einstein. And I'm sorry, bro, I don't know who you are. That's a lady. It's not Mother Teresa. I don't know who that is. I have no idea, but am I tripping? That's Martin Luther King, right? I know that's Gandhi. And that's Einstein. Kind of looks like Reverend Al Sharpton. But anybody, help me out down below. Who is that? Don't say Harriet Tubman. I don't know who it is. I have no idea. Someone's going to say it's Betsy Ross. I don't think so. All right, now this guy, I'm going to say that looks like Abe Lincoln, but I don't know if Abe dressed up in these robes. And I don't know. It could be. It's not really a robe. He's wearing, looks like a, it is. That's Abe Lincoln. How do you not know Abe Lincoln? There's a little mole right there. That's Abe Lincoln. Okay, I'm going to assume this is Washington. Okay, now that's William Shakespeare. Can't tell me nothing about Shakespeare. I don't think that's Washington though. This is one of them old school dudes. Help me out here, folks. Galileo, one of these dudes. That's Christopher Columbus. So even though it's an old church 125 years ago, they got something from Martin Luther King, Dr. Martin Luther King, one of my heroes and idols. I got a bunch of my idols on that wall right there. All right. I don't know any of these dudes. He got a sword. He has a scroll. I know they all rocking sandals though. Everybody rocking sandals. He's got a cross. Very cool. It's really hard to concentrate on getting good film footage, and I apologize, I'm not doing that great of a job. It's overwhelming. I don't know where to point my camera. Everywhere I point, there's something else going on. Just had some douchebag burp as loud as he could. We're in church, bro. We're in church, and I called him a douchebag. All right, so I'm chilling in this really big church, and I hope that you guys are enjoying my tour. I'll have I'm not putting comments and links in the description. I don't know how to do all that, but I'll give you the name at the end, and you guys can Google it. This is William Thomas Manning, the 10th Bishop of New York. And that is his sarcophagus. I love the buckles. They all rocking the buckles. Go ahead, brother. God bless you. So this is famous writers and poets. I know a few. There's Tennessee Williams. There's James Baldwin. Eugene O'Neill, of course. Langston Hughes. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. Henry David Thoreau. Be it life or death, we crave only reality. Herman Melville, of course. The running battle of the star and the Claude? What the hell is that? Alright, Robert Frost. Listen, it's not my best work, guys. I know that. I know that. I don't know why this is here. I don't know why we're in a church and they have this. We are in Harlem, and it could have something to do with the schools. This is a beekeeper outfit. Looks like kids were allowed to ride on here. But kids aren't the only ones that are allowed to ride on here. Bob loves you. All. Bob loves you all. It's not all of you. There's a couple I don't. I do like this though. Jesus is love. All right. Okay, guys. You are here. Right there. Below there. Somewhere around in that area is me. And I grew up there. But I was born there. Born in Waco, Texas. Grew up in Northern California. Live in New York City. Why does my finger look crazy? I was raised in Turkey. Now I can't find it on a damn map. Turkey is... There's Turkey, right in that area, in the general vicinity. It's not in Africa. It's over here in Europe somewhere. There's Russia. I can't see nothing. Help me out, guys. Where's the Middle East? Oh yeah, there it is, right there. Okay. I'm really a horrible YouTuber. Well, I'm almost out of battery. I hope you enjoyed my little trip. I'll be back. Alright, so here's the little stickers. And guess what? Since I made a donation, I have a sticker. And listen, guys, anybody who wants to come down and get my sticker, it's going to be right. I want to make it special. Everybody takes the corners. They always get the corners. Yeah, I think I'm going to put mine right here. I want it to be special. Mine's going to be right there. There's my sticker. All right, guys? Okay, that was fun. Again, that's the Church of St. John the Devine. I highly recommend it if you're not doing something and you're up here on 112th Street in Harlem. Come by and look at this beautiful building. There's one really cool thing I gotta show you before I leave though, that I love. I'll be right back. So if you watch my channel, you do know that I'm a man of love and compassion, especially towards the homeless. And then you see this statue here, this sculpture. It's a park bench. It's done in bronze, I think. It could be, I don't know what the material is. It's a guy laying there in a blanket. Is there anything you notice about this guy? First of all, he's got the blanket pulled up over his face. You can't really see. His eyes closed there. He's got a beard. But something, I hear a blue jay up above me. There he is. But there's something really remarkable about this particular homeless man laying on a bench in New York City. This man has nail marks through his feet. This man is Jesus. Please be kind and loving and compassionate towards every man, woman, and child and animal that you meet. So as I sat on this bench with this sculpture of homeless Jesus, I was feeling overwhelmed and sad, and a beautiful cardinal came up on a tree right beside me and started just hanging out with me. It was crazy. That never happens. I'm a birder, and very rarely does a cardinal just come up and kick it with you. I took some pictures I hope you like, and you gotta come see this sculpture. It's gonna make your day. All right, God bless you. I promise you, you've never seen a sculpture like this before. It has everything. I mean, anything. There's a giant crab holding some guy's head. That appears to be the devil. There's hands coming out holding fire. It appears to be a moon. I can't tell what's going on. There's some kind of antelope, and there's an angel with a sword. It's pretty spectacular. Hey guys, I want to thank you for coming with me today. There's that crazy statue behind me. I had a really great time and saw some beautiful things. Now I got my camera out, I'm doing a little birding, some beautiful birds in this park. And I just wanted to thank you for coming to this beautiful church with me. I hope that you get a chance to come down here on your own. And look at some of these signs, look. Thou shalt not poop. Ye shall kindle no fire. Walk by thy way and collect what you receive. It's beautiful. Again, there's a statue of Jesus laying on a bench, homeless and alone. It's very, very poignant, and it made me think. It made me feel really sad. And I hope that some of you are able to go out today and maybe help someone who needs your help. That would be wonderful. I'm going to film for the next couple minutes because I'm almost out of juice. I'm on a couple percent, but I wanted to say goodbye. As always, please be kind to each other, be loving, and treat your neighbor like you would your friend. What a great world it'd be, and it would be if we were all kind and loving to each other. Wouldn't that be amazing?